Hello everybody, so today as promised I'm going to show you how to make this lovely fabric flower. Very versatile, you can add it to projects or sewing projects, you can make a brooch out of it, a keyring. So that's what I'm aiming to do today. So what you need is material. Now I've chosen to go with all the same colour, so if you can see I've chose like a green dot. And what you need is to cut, I'll put that up in front of the screen, so you need 5 circles of fabric. It doesn't matter what size you use, you can make bigger or smaller, and what I've used is this CD. And then we're going to need needle and thread, some scissors and a button to decorate. So just leave that up there for a couple of seconds and then you can have a look at that, pause it and make a note of what you're going to need. So to start with, take one of your circles and fold it in half like that, and then half again. So it should look something like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start, it doesn't matter which side you start at, but with your needle and thread you need it fairly long. I don't know if you can see, that's doubled over cotton. So that's a fairly long piece of cotton because you're just going to do it in one run. Now you don't need massive sewing skills for this because we're doing quite big stitches. So we're doing a big, more like a tacking stitch than a running stitch across that top edge of this kind of triangle. So we're going to go all the way across the top. As I say, as you can see, it's quite a big stitch. It's nothing fancy because you're not going to see it, and I've just chosen plain white cotton because again you're not going to see the cotton once you've finished. So that's along your first triangle, and then if you take another circle and again make it that same shape that we've just made there, with that going across the top. Now what we're going to do, we're sewing these in one long line. So where you've come up out of there, go in on your next corner and again follow on with a running stitch, a big tacking stitch. So as you can see there, it's joined, they're joined together. And again repeat along the top of here till you get to your corner. I don't know if you can see that on there. So again we've got right to the end so that you can see the fairly big stitches. They don't have to be anything fancy. And then again take your next circle, fold in half and half again, and then on your last stitch go down like that into that corner and then tack along until you've done all 5 in the same way. So again we're going across the top in big stitches. So we're at the end. If you try and keep it fairly flat onto your surface, because you can get in a bit of a tangle if you try and do it in your hands, so do try and keep it on a flatter surface. So again we've got the circle in half, half again like that, take your corner, go down into that corner and a tacking stitch across. So moving across on the top edge, until we get to the corner. Last circle, so we're doing all 5, and again down into that corner and across. So basically what you've got at the moment is just a long line of your circles folded into half and half again into a long line. And then once you get to the end of this one, don't cut off any of your cotton or anything like that, just leave it on your needle, because what we're going to do now is leave it in that straight line. If you can see there, leave it in the straight line, and then at the end where you've got your knot, and at this end we're pulling, so we're gathering all these together from each end. So gather up from that end, just keep gathering right through every single one. We're going to gather up, and can you see how by this gathering you're making your petal shape? So we've not got quite there yet, because now what we need to do is join. So we're now joining these up. So take your cottons, each end, and tie it like that, tie it together so you get your flower shape, and then tie another knot just to secure it together, and there we have the flower shape. You can do a few knots if you want, and then what I like to do is add a bit of decoration, so like a button or something like that in the middle, just to finish it off. So what I've done is I've just got a button, a couple of buttons together, look nice, layered up, and just stick that on, and there you have a simple fabric flower, which I'm going to stick on the recycled picture frame that I made yesterday. So that can go in the top corner there like that. And that is your finished flower. Obviously I'm going to use a glue gun to stick the button on, but that's a simple, easy fabric flower that you can add to any project.